Your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, and out of the backfield, complete. A big hit. Here's Kelly, operating from the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills? And it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here's Kelly to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And some room to roam now. And he'll He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Freeman with a Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And they do finally get him at the 12. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breaker. In the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down now after the incompletion. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Kelly now. Back to the air on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up.
I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on second down. Kelly throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw is Kelly. To throw on third down. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one. You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Here we go now. Three, like that, Philly. Here we go. Good.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go now.
They go play action. Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Trubisky on third and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 20. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On third and goal, Trubisky. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now from the gun, he'll throw. From left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Kelly to throw on second down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Back now at FedEx Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pushing his way through. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for a KC first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here's Kelly looking to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Kelly now. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go.
They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And this one complete to Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a handoff as they run left side. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 2nd down following the run. Defense showing blitz. And now here's a carry heading left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On 1st down, it's Kelly. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. 10th carry for Freeman. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Freeman in the final minute, and the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Now Kelly toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And that'll make it 2nd down. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still...